As I look forward to the close of the year, I find myself contemplating the subject of forgiveness more and more. And what I notice most is just how much my attitude towards this particular subject has changed. Like most people, I'm a little embarrassed to admit I once believed that I had the right to decide who was worthy of my forgiveness and who was not. Now is that I never really differentiated between an offensive action and the person who had perpetrated it. In other words, if you did something unforgivable, then you, the person, became unforgivable until I was ready to trust you again. My error, it seems, is that I failed to differentiate between trust and forgiveness. In other words, if a person proved to be untrustworthy, I saw no reason to forgive them for it, and yet I also somehow believed that I myself was worthy of forgiveness whenever I made a mistake. Is that rational? Better yet, is that fair? My wiser self would submit that it's not, for now I see the absurd irony of my thinking. More importantly, I realize that it is quite possible to both know that someone is untrustworthy and to forgive them for being this way at the same time, simply by accepting that this is the point that they are at in their own personal development, as I myself once was. One thing I can say for certain, we are all experiencing life as humans engaged in a journey of self-discovery, and as a result, we regularly make decisions, both good and bad, to experience the effect, whether we realize it or not. To deny this simple truth would simply mean that you have currently chosen to experience the effects of living in a state of denial at this point in your journey. Similarly, to fail to forgive another is simply to choose to experience the outcome of being unforgiving. Ironically, one might equally argue that there is absolutely nothing wrong with this if you are at the point in your personal journey where this is what you most need to experience. I'll let you be the judge. What I now find even more intriguing, however, is the possibility that we're actually here on Earth to learn how to allow each other to have these experiences without malice or prejudice. And if that's the case, then there would be absolutely no reason to take any of the actions of others personally. This is a very liberating thought indeed. Am I right about this? Only time will tell. But in the interim, I can predict that if you're very lucky, a day will come when you want to hang up your sword. A day when all you crave is peace and love and a happy life. And my goal in writing this post is simply to share one key thought. If happily ever after is to exist in your lifetime, it can only be accessed through the doorway of forgiveness.